Hi, Cancers. Welcome back to Queen Cup Tarot. Thank you for hanging in there, all those people, all my Cancers that have been patient with me. I really appreciate it. I've been going through some things over the past 8 weeks that have actually would have negatively impacted the way I'm able to do readings. So what I did was put a pause to my tarot work and really focused on getting my energy right, dealing with what I had going on, but also educating myself further on how I can better help you in tarot. So now that I did my own personal work, I'm able to come back, help you. So Cancers, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, very similar. I've got my main deck. I've got my clarifying deck. I'm going to do a 12 card spread for you today. I'm going to pull a few extra cards in the main reading from the main deck, just because, there's been a lot of energies, a lot of things that have gone on. Also, this is going to be a general reading. I typically like to focus on love, but I mean, if I get messages with regards to career, finance, friends, anything else, I'm obviously going to give those to you guys, but a lot of my readers come to me for love and relationships, so I do want to provide that help to you. Okay, Cancers? So I am burning frankincense for you guys, keeping the pure energies going here. And, shout out to my friend Pops, my friend Leon's dad, Pops, who supplies me with my frankincense from the Ethiopian church, which is, this is the most purest frankincense that you can get. It's even better than the frankincense the cathedral gets. It comes straight from Somalia. So just cleaning your cards here. Okay, guys. Cleanse the room as well. I've been meditating for about 40 minutes prior to starting the readings. You guys are the first readings that I'm doing since I'm back. My Cancers are very in tuned and can struggle sometimes with getting the messages that they need, as we all do, but I do want to start with Cancers. That is what Spirit asked me to start with at this time. Okay. All right, let's Cancers. All right, let's get into it. All right, Spirit, I'm shuffling now to do my Cancers reading. This is for the month of September. This is going to be a general reading, Spirit, but a lot of my Cancers focus on love and relationships. So any messages that you can give to my Cancers that will help clarify any questions they might have, help with any blockages that they're dealing with, but also give them any, messages, any warnings that they might need at this time. Some of you are looking for a new beginning, but aren't manifesting it. We'll look further into that. That just popped out to me there. Spirit, thank you for your divine support as always. Your insight, your clarity is priceless. It really is. Spirit really supported me over this last 8 weeks with the things that I've been going through. So, Spirit helped me through that and said, okay, it's time to get back. Time to get back to work. Okay. I am going to start with the super chats as promised. Some of you are feeling like your stability is being threatened at this time. I am going to start with the super chats as promised. The Magician came up again, and it came upright this time, which is really good. 3 cards for the 4 weeks of September is how I'm going to pull for you guys today, okay? I'm going to try to let as many of them pop out as possible. I find the messages, if you let them, the strong messages will come out if you let them. This actually came out first, and then this one. Okay. All right, Spirit, thank you. Can you proceed to give me cards for my dear Cancers for the month of August? Any general messages that you have, any support that they need at this time? Please provide it. Doing Cancer readings, I'm not surprised to see the 6 of Cups pop up. 3 more cards, Spirit, to wrap up the energies, leaving the month of September, going into the month of August. Please, Spirit. 3 more cards. Okay. Oh, we got 4. Okay. It's amazing, guys. The additional card that popped out here is the Sun. Okay. That's beautiful. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles. A lot of you are really working, putting in the work to achieve the happiness that you deserve, whether it's with regards to relationships, household, career. I do feel that a lot of Cancers are coming out of a time of loneliness, of stress. I see a lot of Cancers had to make some really tough decisions while I've been away. I see a lot of Cancers had to make some really tough decisions about letting certain parts of themselves go, but also let certain people go. I do see that here. And I do say it could have been pretty abrupt, but I do see that any endings that have occurred over the past 2 months, you manifested them, you made them happen. I don't see these endings being something you didn't initiate. And I see that this ending actually, I see a lot of my Cancers are aware that they manifested this ending and are leaving the month of August, going into September, feeling very strong about their ability to manifest. Now, if for my Cancers that haven't experienced yet this cutting off of people or certain ways of looking or lifestyles, even though I do see this as being a situation breaking down, it's coming and you probably know it and are probably watching the videos trying to figure out how that will play out. But with the Magician and the Ten of Cups here beside the Tower coming into the month of September, it tells me, Cancer, Spirit's telling me, Cancers, you already know how it's going to play out. You've manifested whatever Tower moment has happened or will happen. And it looks like you might be questioning that coming into the second week of September. So if the Tower moment hasn't happened, just know that when it does happen, you might have a feeling of, oh shit. Some of you walked away from someone and it was the best thing you could have possibly done. And whether that person comes back a better person or you've made room for your partner or the career you want or whatever to come in, you're making that happen now. But you might question it at some point. Just know that that period, if the Tower moment has already happened and you've ended a relationship, whether it's with a friend, somebody or whatever, and you are questioning that now, just know that it's temporary. If you give it another week, you're gonna not feel in question about that decision. So do not act on the indecision or that relapse feeling. Did I do the right thing? Was I too hasty? No, you weren't, because you knew you were going to do this for a while now. And you knew it was in your best interest because you manifested that. This Tower moment, you manifested. But you question with the Strength card in reverse, you're questioning whether you made the right decision. But with the Death card, the only reason why you're questioning it to me is that it's because you're in the transition of it. If you look at this card, she's not, there's that beautiful sunset in the back. She's looking to that, but where she is right now in these trees is dark. Okay, so, you know, to whoever's watching, man or woman, it doesn't matter. But there is, after, even when we rise up and make these amazing decisions for ourselves to disconnect from toxicity or to create or to end something that needed to be ended, there is this moment of emptiness. And what you're empty of is that negative energy, is that energy that was holding you back, which you manifested the destruction of that, the end of that, because you knew it was for your best interest, but now you're in the place of feeling, okay, it's done. Like, it is actually over. Now, whether it's actually over or not, you going into that space is what's going to manifest either your divine partner. When I see the King of Swords, the King of Hearts, sorry, the King of Cups, this to me is a partner, a long-term partner, just very similar to the King of Pentacles to me. Or this could be representative of the emotional stability that you now gain in yourself. The King of Swords doesn't let his cup runneth over like the Queen. Like the Queen has water pouring all over the fucking ground and shit like that. Like the King, he's a little bit more composed with his feelings, but he is just as in tune and aware of his emotions as the Queen. He's just in better control of them. So you might have acquired that emotional stability in how you handled this breakup, or in how you handled this argument or this dispute or this breakdown in communication with somebody. So don't question whether or not you did the right thing. Okay? And if you are questioning it, just know it's temporary. Now, going into the second half of the month now, I've got the Judgment, the Three of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. So, for some of you, this King of Cups is coming back better. For a very few of you. You walking away allows this person to come back more mature. For some of you, you walking away actually, some of you, I hate the whole third party thing, but some of you with this Three of Pentacles here and the Six of Cups with the Judgment, I do see that some of you are in a third party situation. Whether you're orchestrating the third party, which I don't see that. Now, for those that are watching that are orchestrating the third party, the decision, some of you already made the decision to walk away from someone in order to properly engage in one person in a monogamous relationship. And some of you will question whether or not you did the right thing, the person that you did leave behind. Some of you are going to question whether or not you left the right person behind. But I do think you need to give time to that, because with the Wheel of Fortune upright under the Judgment, it shows me that the decision that was made was good. So I've got here in a nice line, the Ten of Cups, the Strength card in reverse, the Judgment upright, and the Wheel of Fortune upright. That shows me that the decision was made is for your best interest. Yes, you might have a moment of weakness in thinking that the decision that was made wasn't right, but that will change as you go throughout the month. You'll get the security you need in the decision that you made. Now, for those that are not orchestrating the third party, but a part of it, who decided to walk away and are feeling really desolate about that, know that the decision to walk away is putting you closer to your real partner. A more cooperative relationship, a soulmate connection. You walking away, but not for those that were forced to walk away. This doesn't apply. This is more somebody who, these are for the Cancers that worked really hard and have spent a long time manifesting a change in their life that happened. For those that did that and finally stepped up and stood up for themselves and created this Tower moment, they manifested this Tower moment in the best interest of their emotional well-being. You, Cancers, are that much closer. That step is going to ignite the path that was destined for you. It creates this death inside of you of your attachment to unavailable people, maybe your lack of self-love. That's dying. For a lot of my Cancers, you are in a new phase of life. You are embarking into a new phase of your life that has more emotional stability, that has more, emotional gratification, that has, this is a Cancer that has gained the ability to manifest in their life, walking away from past hurt. Some of you are going to be going back to someone that you feel you had a great connection with. Some of you, and that could be vice versa. This person could have come back to you in the earlier part of September, or will be coming back in the earlier part of September. For some of my Cancers, you manifested this. Some of you will not be moving away. Some of you will be moving back to someone that you dated in the past that you feel gave you the 10 of Cups. I mean, there is a chance that they come back. Because right under the Tower, the King of Cups, the Tower upright, King of Cups upright, 6 of Cups upright is the 6 of Swords in reverse at the end of the month. So that, to me, is the opposite of moving away from something. It could also be a disruption in travel. And it, beside the Knight of Wands, the Page of Wands here, it could be that there is a delay in communication. So some of you, some of my Cancers are going to be experiencing delays in maybe possibly hearing from somebody from the past. Some of my Cancers are going to feel delayed in speaking to somebody from the past, or communicating to them. Some of my Cancers are just going to be stuck. Not stuck, but really in their thoughts and feelings about the breakup that happened in July, August, or even within days of now. Some of you are going to go back. Some of you are going to wait from communication. Some of you are waiting for communication from someone sorry, I'm getting a lot of messages right now. Some of my Cancers are waiting for communication from someone. They need to stop waiting. Some of my Cancers, there is an offer that you're waiting for. You need to let that offer go. Because even if it does come in, it's not actually what you want. So why wait, right? Some of you are making the decision to leave a third-party situation. Some of you are making the decision to go back and work on something from the past. Some of you, it might have been a divine partner decides to come back. But for those of you that do manifest someone from the past that you had a Tower moment with, be very careful, because with the Page of Wands, I see lies. So there's a very good chance that when they do come back, they may be up to their old tricks. Okay? I'm going to pull out the clarification deck. Sorry, guys. I'm going to pull up the clarification deck here. And also put a few more frankincense here. Okay. Yeah. To those that are new to my channel, I smoke pot. Okay. You know, that's not the purpose of this channel, so feel free to, you know, roll up with me or not. Yeah. All right, Spirit. Let's clarify these cards here for my Cancers. This is for the month of September. Any general messages? Any other ways I can interpret the main cards that are down, please? Give me the cards that will allow me to do that. Spirit, can I get clarification on the first week of September here? I have the 10 of Cups, the Magician, and the Tower. Yeah. I see for some of you, so there's many ways I can interpret this. I got the Empress in reverse and the Justice in reverse. I see that some of you will be walking away from a spouse. And let me clarify that. For those that will be walking away in the early part of September, I'm talking to people who've either been in very long-term relationships, married, children, even just long-term, many years with this person. I see that for some of my Cancers, this breakup has been a long time coming. I see that for some of my Cancers, you're walking away from a love that was not from somebody. I see some of my Cancers walking away from a long-term relationship because there was not enough being offered at this point. Some of you might have been putting pressure on your partner to get engaged or get married or have kids or move in. And at this point in the relationship, that should be a given, and it wasn't happening, and you had to walk away. Because I have the Empress and the Justice in reverse, two very strong major arcana cards. It could be an Aries, sorry, not an Aries. It could be a Libra you're dealing with. I don't get too much into the signs because they're general readings. And unless it pops into me to say it and create a synchronicity for one of the people that are watching, I have water, I have Sagittarius, I've got, Leo, I've got a bunch of things, but it doesn't matter. This is all signs at this point, right? So with the Empress and the Justice in reverse, that's making a decision because this was affecting the way you were either dealing with your children, running your household. There was a certain injustice here, or if there wasn't an injustice directly, then, which I see there could be with this potential third party, but it also could have just been an imbalance. This imbalance with this long-term relationship that you Cancers manifested the ending of. And this was a really big act of love for you. So congratulations and kudos to the Cancers that walked away because they saw better for themselves, or because they created boundaries, because they then finally acknowledged that this was actually negatively impacting them. And whenever I see my Empress in reverse, I mean, different tarot people are going to refer to this in different ways, but this could mean a lot of things. It could mean some of you did experience a miscarriage, an abortion. I don't want to go there, but this Empress in reverse is showing me a woman who isn't happy. The Empress is solid. She knows what she wants. She does not chase after anything. She is very comfortable with what she's achieved and what she's offered by her Emperor and how she's taking care of, but her own ability to take care when the Emperor is off doing his business and his bidding, she is just as capable. But in reverse, she's not. And beside the Justice, I see it's because of a lack of balance. But beside the 10 of Cups upright, that Empress is, of course, going to go for the 10 of Cups upright. Does the Empress have the ability to manifest? Absolutely. So to me, a lot of my Cancers really made a hard decision to walk away from something, a relationship that's been around for a while. And if it hasn't, and for my Cancers that did feel like they resonated with this, except it wasn't a long-term relationship, then you walked away from a connection or a relationship that you thought had great potential. And you walked away from it when you realized it didn't, and that was a big deal for you. Good for you. Okay? Spirit, can I get clarification now on the second week. Any cards you have to clarify the second week? I've got a king and queen on matching. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so guys, remember the doubt that I said that you might feel in the second week? You're going to feel that way because there's some kind of a... You're going to be emotional about the situation. There's going to be a feeling of, did I do the right thing? Now, if this is work-related, that very well could be the same thing. Some of you might have left a work situation after a long time for a new opportunity, and a couple weeks into the new opportunity, really be feeling emotional, like, did I do the right thing? Okay. Now, for this, that's love-related. The strength in reverse, that's questioning the decision that you made. That's feeling weak after a moment. The strength in reverse is right between the death and the tower. So this moment has you feeling weak at the time. But out of this death moment comes the king, upright. So that's either reflective of you going from emotionally unstable for a minute, feeling just, you know, not good, to feeling the stability you need about the situation and looking at it from a clear view. Now, for some of you, I see divine partnership. I'm not going to lie. Anytime I get two of the same, even though it's a general, I still assume there's some kind of, and with the Six of Cups here, you know, I've got the Wheel of Fortune. There's a lot of karmic energy here. So for some of you, you walk away from your long-term partner only for them that to be the fire, this death, this tower moment is what was needed. Whoever stood up and made that boundary and walked away, for the other party, it could really have changed them. You know, some of my Cancers have been enabling their partner to be a way that they know isn't right, but some of my Cancers have realized that they were enabling their partner. So when they finally, you know, became the Empress upright, whether male or female, and manifested this tower moment and broke this off and said, look, this isn't going to work. We've been going on too long like this, or this is not this. For those that it is a divine partner they're dealing with, they're going to know it's a divine partner because they're going to step up and they're going to make that change. And then that will then have you feeling like the Queen of Cups upright, whether male or female watching this, okay? A lot of these reverse cards here I see are just delays. Now, for some of you that this isn't a divine partner, for those that have walked away and questioned this ending, some of you did it. For those of my Cancers that did not initiate this tower moment, someone else, the other party, your partner, initiated this tower moment and has you feeling like the strength in reverse, has you feeling this death card. The minute you gain some emotional stability about this and say, you know what, this is for the best, they're going to come back. But nothing's changed. For those Cancers who the other party initiated this breakup, your partner initiated the breakup, if they come back, I mean, it's up to you. But I don't see them changing. I have the Ten of Cups here again, but beside these two in reverse. So again, it shows me that this to me is reflective of your idea of emotional stability, your idea of what is right for you. So this is going to come back in and you're going to make the decision again, just as you did, for your own best interest, which then kicks off the Wheel of Fortune upright. You, for my Cancers, some of my Cancers are destined, like, for those that haven't made this big act of love for yourselves, please know that you must, in order to get the 2 10 of Cups. I have 2 duplicate cards here, and it's the 10 of Cups. This is a very strong message that whatever you're being challenged with is to get you closer to the happiness you were destined for. This happiness is written. This is for you. Waiting, waiting, and waiting. And what it's waiting for is you to manifest it. But unfortunately for some of you, you have to manifest this and this first in order to get this going and get this on the road. Okay? Don't be distracted by shit you know is fugazi. Don't be distracted by shit you know. You've already seen these because they once came to you like this. Some of my Cancers are going to look at these cards and be like, I saw them 4 months ago. And they were upright and you were excited. But they're like this now because when they come back, you see them for what they are. And the 10 coming up with those cards says, is you're not fucking around, man. You made a decision. You have worked too fucking hard to get to this point emotionally. And my Cancers are the ones that struggle with the emotions. Work too hard to get here in your mind and soul to fuck it up for some shit that you already been there, done that, and know ain't shit. But it looks like it's coming back from the past. Now, if this isn't a third-party situation, because the 3 of Pentacles is upright, this could be someone coming in the past that you might have worked with. Maybe possibly coming to you with a new work opportunity. I'd be very weary of this opportunity. It was destined to come up. There is potential for earning potential. But with this 6 of Swords and this Page of Wands, this is a reminder that regardless of what you achieved and the understanding that you've achieved, you are still subject to get played. So sometimes when we have really powerful moments where we manifest, we grow, we change, there's this narcissist, not narcissistic, but our ego gets flated a little bit. And that happens with any big download. Sometimes we get a bit high off of all the new information we got. This is a reminder, especially it being the last cards coming out, to not be played. And it could be played by this person who you left who left you that comes back. For a very small amount of you, especially those that have been in a really long-term relationship, I'm talking kids, you know, maybe 10, 15, 20 years in, the big act of love you made for yourself, walking away, leaving, moving out, whatever you did is really going to invoke change in your partner. Because some of you are with a divine partner. I can't, you know, the signs are there, right? I got 2s, you know, I've got my King and Queen of Cups here. I've got the 6 of Cups here. I've got 2 6s, 2 10s, both being of, you know, Cups. I've got my Wheel of Fortune. Some of you it's a Sag, but I mean, most of you it's not. But the fact is this is your time, and it came up in reverse, which meaning it's the timing is now. And the Wheel of Fortune coming up so close to the 10, you guys feel this. You guys know, and that's why you cut the shit. Some of you have felt this good energy and you knew that this good energy wasn't going to come from your partner, so you got them the fuck out of the way to make room. Some of my Cancers are so fucking in tuned that they will do shit like that. They will leave somebody that they are emotionally tethered and in love with in order to receive what they know the universe is sending them that is going to make them even more happy. That's for a very small few of you guys. Some of you Cancers are freakish with your intuition, okay? And Spirit, Please give us our last messages to Cancers for the month of September. Any last messages here for my Cancers for the month of September? Let's receive this, the one on the floor. That's 4 more cards. Okay, and I've seen this about 2 or 3 times doing this reading, okay? The 6 of Cups has come back as well, all right? So to me, it kind of confirms what I said again. For some of you, especially the ones that didn't initiate the breakup, or, you know, the breakup you were kind of forced to leave, but really didn't want to. You know, this person very well may come back to you during that, you know, there might be a time of separation. This person might come back to you, but again, like I said, they haven't changed. Some of you are fantasizing about the past. Some of you are having thoughts about a past relationship that aren't true. Some of you are idolizing or romanticizing a past connection, hoping that it will come back. But it's not something that's gonna come back. And if it does come back, it's only to teach you that it was something you didn't want in the first place. So be very, very careful about that. And then our last cards here, we have the High Priest and the Hermit. Some of you, it is a Virgo, but again, we're not going to get into that. This could just be, though, for those in the long-term relationships that walked away and manifested this Tower moment and are taking time to reflect. It's going to bring you, for those that have taken a lot of time to really focus on their moral compass, what their belief system looks like, even though we got to take it easy on the beliefs. They limit us a lot. But a lot of you had taken time to really think of what a committed relationship looks like to you. For those that I said that their partner is going to come back and make that change, you leaving them caused them to really grow and look inside and offer the commitment that you had asked for. That's for a small few of you. You know, for others, walking away, I'm getting letting go in order to get. And when I see that, when that happens, whenever I'm doing a reading and someone's got to let go in order to get something, I get the Hangman and the Hermit usually in between, because there is this moment of introspection that has to take place. There's almost like a shedding of a skin, a death that has to happen in order to get that emotional stability or that partnership, right? That in order for spirit to blow its horn on you, it's got to see you got to connect, which I see happening for a lot of you. And then that getting you the committed relationship, drawing the partnership that you've been looking for to you, whether in somebody new or, for a small few of you, someone from the past. Because I did get the 6 of Cups twice. I've got it upright and I've got it in reverse. So the 10 of Cups came up upright twice, and then the 6 of Cups came one upright and one in reverse. So a lot of you are dealing with, you know, really heavy emotional feelings associated with both the past and the present. Sorry, the past and the future. A lot of you need to focus on the present. My Cancers really struggle with that. Focus on the present. Tap in. Okay? Really evaluate if you are stuck on a past love and hoping that they're going to come back. Do you already know the truth about them and you're lying to yourself only because you want to feel what you felt with them because it's been a while? Are you lying to yourself on the connection? Are you glamorizing a past connection? I don't know. Okay. But yeah, I think we'll stop there. Look, I got the King of Cups again. Yeah. 3 cards showed up twice. King of Cups, 6 of Cups, and 10 of Cups. This is all part of the Wheel of Fortune. This is all divine. Okay? Guys, what you're going through, you manifested this. You guys manifested this. A lot of you connected. Whether good or bad, whatever you're going through at this time is divine. For my Cancers that are waiting, okay? It's temporary, man. It's temporary. If this light isn't on, then you might be there a while. But once you get this, you're out of this space. And the wheel turns, and judgment calls, and you manifest the partnership, the emotional stability, the cooperation, and the rebirth that you've been looking for. Okay? All right. I love you guys. Okay? That's your reading for September. Again, I want to thank you guys for being patient with me. You know, your support. I love that. I need that. It's important to me. That's what I get out of this. I will resume the free tarot reading soon. I will start with the the super chat. I'm just getting caught up because I just got back online again. All right. So please like, share, subscribe. Give me your comments. Give me your feedback. And I love you guys. Okay. Bye, Cancers.